Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to make one of my favorite dishes. I say that, I guess, about every dish. But this is a go-to for me that I make all the time. It actually caught on at school, and a lot of people at school started making it. It's easy, it's quick, it's delicious. And if you like sushi, this is a good alternative on somewhat of a budget. So keep watching and I'll tell you how to make my world famous salmon bowls. So obviously for salmon bowls, you need salmon. I already skinned mine and cut it into nuggets, which I'll show you. If you don't like salmon, you can always do chicken or another meat. You also are gonna need some white rice. We use Jasmine rice. You're going to need some yum sauce, soy sauce. Usually I use these coconut aminos because they're gluten-free and just better for you in general, and they have a sweetness to it that I like. But this was $7 at the store, and as you can see, it's like almost empty. And girl, it's near Christmas. We're on a budget, so soy sauce it is. Rice vinegar, honey, avocado, cucumber, cucumba,
or as they call it in Jamaica, cucumba,
green onions, everything bagel seasoning. I've never used this kind, so I can't tell you if it's good. It's the Einstein Bros. I usually get the everything bagel seasoning from Aldi, but I wasn't trying to do 2 trips today. And then eel sauce, not really eels. It's soy sauce and sugar. And you can get this, all the sauces, soy sauce, rice vinegar, coconut aminos, yum. You can get that all in your international food aisle if you have one, or whatever Asian food aisle that you have. So here's my little salmon nuggets. Typically I would get like a salmon mignon from the fish deli. I don't know what that's called. And because I wouldn't have to remove the skin, but I just was a big girl and I removed the skin and cut it into little nuggets. And then I put soy sauce, rice vinegar, and honey. And I'm going to mix that all together and I'm going to marinate it for about 30 minutes. I don't measure. Well, I do measure, but I measure with my heart. So as long as all the salmon gets covered, that's what's really important here. Then you want to give that a good mix and pop it in your fridge for about 20 to 30 minutes and get started on your rice. For your rice, I just eyeballed it here. I was only feeding myself and I made enough rice to feed at least 3 other human beings. So you want to pour your rice in a bowl and you want to make sure that you thoroughly wash it. I think some people, or maybe it's just me, didn't know that you should be washing your rice, but you definitely should be washing your rice. As you can see, I'm getting my rice pan ready, and I put some oil in the pan, and I'm going to turn the heat up on that. When the oil starts to get a little hot, I tried to put a little piece of rice in there, and if it starts to like, then I know the oil's ready. But if it doesn't go, then it's not ready. So here I am. Can't you hear it? It's ready to go. So I'm going to take my washed rice and just start ladling it in there. You don't want to pour the whole thing in there unless you want to snap, crackle, pop yourself. So I'm pouring in my rice, and then I'm going to fill this little red bowl-like object with water. I'm going to cover the rice with water, and I'm going to put a little salt in there, and then I'm going to pop a lid on it and just have it boiling. I just really eyeball when it's done. You want to just make sure it's not sticking to the bottom, because then you're going to have some burnt rice. So now that you're cooking your rice, now is a good time to go get your salmon that's been marinating and pop it in your air fryer. Now, if you don't have an air fryer, I strongly suggest that you get one because it is everything to me. I would marry it maybe even. Should I be so bold to say that? But if you don't have an air fryer, you can always use your oven. But I just pop these little nuggets into the air fryer. I put the air fryer on 400 for 12 minutes. In honest reality, you probably should do 8 minutes. I did 12 because I'm crazy. Now, I bought a cucumber today at the store only to see that I already had cucumber in my fridge. And so here I am cutting some cucumbers. Now, of all the vegetables that I struggle with cutting, I think I can cut a cucumber pretty well. I'm just going to dice these little pieces into just like bite-sized chunks of cucumber, and they're just going to be layered in the bowl. So here I am chopping up that cucumber. Now you want to grab your avocado, and my favorite part of finding an avocado is opening it and seeing the surprise of, is it going to be good or is it going to be not so good? So I got my avocado and I'm just going to scoop it out. You can do however much avocado you choose. I just do half an avocado and I save the other half for later. Then I'm going to cut this into little slices, but then it started sticking to my knife. So I had to use this weird technique that you're seeing here, but it worked nonetheless. So now I have my bowl ready for serving. I'm going to put my rice in the bottom of my bowl as my base, and then I'm going to go add my vegetables. So now I've grabbed my cucumbers and my avocado and I'm putting them in the bowl. And you'll see, I don't like how this looked at all, so then I start playing with my food. And luckily, I'm the only one eating this today. And if you were going to eat at my house, I would not be doing this to your food, but I'm doing it to my food because I wanted it to be aesthetically pleasing, and I don't like it just all mushed together. Now it's time to get your salmon from the air fryer. Now, remember when I said that I was crazy for putting it in 12 minutes? As you can see, it's a little charred. She's a little burnt, but that's okay because I would rather have burnt food than food that's not cooked. So at least I know that this salmon is well done. So if I was you, I'd say 8 minutes at 400. I did 12. Sue me. I'm going to have some crunchy salmon. Who cares? At least I know that it's not raw and no one's getting, I was going to say salmonella, but that doesn't even happen from salmon. Now, to be honest, I don't always add green onion, and today I wish I didn't. I didn't really love it, so that's your own choice. Yes, I washed these scissors prior to using them and before giving the green onion a little haircut, a little trimsy trim. But yeah, it was almost too overpowering. And normally I don't use it, but I thought, hey, I'll be cool today and use green onion. And then I came to regret my decision. Now here's the fun part, the sauce. So I got the eel sauce here, which I would encourage you to leave it out for a little bit after you get it out of the refrigerator. It's much easier to use that way, otherwise it gets kind of stuck in the bottle. And then Yum Yum. Now Yum Yum has spicy Yum Yum, regular Yum Yum, I think like gluten-free Yum Yum. Choose whatever Yum Yum you want, or don't choose any. Maybe you want mayonnaise and sriracha. That's really your choice. But as you can tell, I'm trying so carefully not to just dump it on my bowl, because if you know anybody that knows me, this dressing situation you see here is not typical for me. I love to just douse dressing. So you better believe after I took my aesthetic cooking pick, I put more dressing on there. Yes, I did. I can't even lie about it. But this is for the aesthetics. Then you're going to add your everything bagel seasoning. Now, I do say that I prefer the Aldi's more after having this, but whatever. It's just for the extra crunch, the extra little salt. So here is my salmon bowl. At the end, you can add whatever things you want to your salmon bowl, but this is just to get you started. If you like this, please subscribe, like, and comment below.